guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are playing Subnautica below zero, and as you saw in this, we lost the world. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and play hardcore one more time. But since I keep doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break for a while, and I'm gonna post this a little late. I went ahead and did a little off-camera recording, and gathered a bunch of resources, and we're gonna go ahead and set up my grav trap that makes it so nothing can escape. But I've got to make sure it's at a good place first, because if it's not at a good place, then it can take a sea monkey, and those are very useful to me for the items they will bring me. But we are gonna go ahead and get a few pieces from the limestone trucks, and we are gonna try and push this a little more upwards because we need a little bit more room for animals to get stuck. Next, we're gonna go ahead and push these a little bit more together, and it's not easy, but what will be done. We need air. Alright, so now that we have air, we can go ahead and set up a habitat, which is gonna be a little annoying to get power, but it will come eventually. This is gonna take a while, so let's get it done. So after a little bit of silence, we're going to go ahead and finish building the habitat. Hopefully I have enough to get this completely out of the water. If not, I guess I'll go get a bit more titanium. It seems I can get one of them out of the water, but I want it completely out, so I'll have to go back mining after I build the ladders to the top and check out if I'm right about the
Warning,
next habitat.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
And I did not fake this. I actually did everything. It was not fun, especially for the fact I think I recorded all of it. But that's my fault for recording all of it, so it's not yours. It's been a bit since I recorded my last video. Needed a small little break, but let's go ahead and get more titanium.
The sea monkeys have changed their tune. Sea fluid intake.
Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and make a few things in my little fabricator. Since I don't have a fabricator in my main base, and it's not even powered for if I had a fabricator, we're gonna start off by making a bunch of water, because agua is the most important thing in Subnautica, because it's easy to die from it. Oxygen and water is what you want to stop. Next, we're gonna make a bit of food, so I can go ahead and make sure I have
Vital
much
signs
food as
stabilizing.
possible. And now, minerals.
survival rate would be greatly enhanced with the construction of an underwater vehicle.
Alright, so now that we have a bunch of stuff to make my bioreactor so I can power my base a lot, because it takes quite a bit of power. Let's just say that. But we're gonna go ahead and make a few wiring kits. 5 exactly, I think.
Seek
6 or
fluid
5, one of
intake.
the two. Nope, it's definitely 6. We're gonna go ahead and grab a bit of the, I don't remember the name, ribbon plant, there we go. And we're gonna make a battery for my sea glide. After that, we can go ahead and store copper wire in here and switch on my battery and put the old ones in here. And now we're gonna go ahead and get some minerals.
Vital signs stabilizing.
So now that we have everything done, we're going to go ahead and head to the
Emergency
3rd
power
floor
only.
and put a
Oxygen
battery
production
pack right beside my
offline.
modification station. Upgrade station. It's one of the two. And so we're going to go ahead and put a little battery pack here because I make so many batteries because they all die. This will save a lot of resources, especially when I need dead batteries to make new things. Alright, so now that we have that made, we're going to go ahead and head downstairs and start gathering minerals.
What you found is more than just an artifact. It will help me follow the traces my people left on this planet.
I'm glad it could help.
I know you would still prefer me to have a corporeal form of my own.
Well, yes.
If you continue searching, I may regain some of my connection to the network, piece by piece. communicate if you are not networked.
What do you mean? We just talk to each other.
Do you not find that primitive? We exist as data. We are all aware of each other's thoughts and needs. Scientific endeavors are accomplished much more smoothly this way.
There's more to life than research, Alan. I can't lie. Work would go faster if I could read my colleagues' minds, but thoughts are private, and people have their own inner lives. People change and need space to think.
Space helps you think. I find that being separated from my network is very quiet.
What do you mean by quiet?
Imagine 1,000 strings, each playing its own range of notes, none louder than the others. Each one builds harmony, a continuous thrum in the background of existence. I am now a lone string in search of familiar harmonies.
I'll help you find them.
The data's done. We're gonna go ahead and make a few bioreactors in my base. Every single floor will have one, and then I have a few plans after that, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and make these bioreactors as quick as possible. Get some mineral gathering, probably gonna get some root pustules so that we can get as much power as possible without spending too much time with it. But we're gonna start making everything because I need to get a bunch of lubricant first. And that requires 12 pieces. Actually, maybe it's 6. 12 or 6 pieces of creepvine seed clusters. Alright, now that we have that done, we can go ahead and make a bunch of lubricant, because we need that lubricant to finish the power sources, which kind of makes sense. Anyways, it'd be interesting if we decided in the next Subnautica that they made it so you had to do maintenance checks on all of your power supplies that use lubricant and anything that use lubricant in the game. That'd be kind of cool. But kind of
Calorie intake recommended.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this done as fast as possible. And we have gotten a lot done. Not in this episode, but in general, because before this episode I did
Vital
quite a lot. I
signs
gathered a lot of
stabilizing.
resources, got a few things done, got Alan done, because that would take quite a bit of time. Now that we have got all the lubricant, we need to finish all of this. We can go ahead and start finishing the bioreactors.
Offline.
And after we finish all the bioreactors, we're gonna go ahead and start our next project for our sea base. I think the last video I did, last recorded, we got a lot done. I think we have a large room at the moment, and it's quite branched, but we are gonna go ahead and get this done real quick and start getting minerals.
Stabilizing.
Alright, now that we have a bunch of resources, we can go ahead and grab a bunch of glass so I can make my sea truck. After we get that glass, we're gonna go ahead and grab a power cell. And I need to check my storage for something. If I have it, that's great. If I don't have it, that sucks. Either way, it's gonna be something I find out. Alright, so now that I know we have copper wire, we are gonna go ahead and make my computer chip so I can make my advanced wiring kit so I can then make my sea truck. And after that, we are gonna go ahead and plan the next few things.
Sea fluid intake. Emergency lighting.
Now that we have a bunch of root pushes, we're gonna have to end this video because it's getting a little long, to say the least. So we're gonna go ahead and get in my sea truck, then we're gonna go ahead and get ready to end the video. Because why would I keep you guys here for an hour? I may put uncut versions and unedited versions later on.